Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMJ Let's Play of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Yuka is still kind of boned right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Kizami kind of had this weird flashback sequence, and now we've learned a little bit more about him, but I still feel like they're dragging this on. I'm really curious to see if Yuka's going to live or die. I just kept shouting. Hopefully we find out in this episode though. I don't care if these were the last words I ever said. I had no regrets. I just wanted to cry out. Poor Yuka. Wow, you're mean. I thought you were supposed to be her big brother. Uh-oh. Slip of the tongue. What? Okay, that's not a normal scream. Like, even for Kizami, that's not normal. What's going on? It all happened in an instant. Kizami just grabbed his head in both hands and let out a cry of pain that didn't even sound human. I'll agree with that. That sounded all kinds of creepy. What? Are you fighting your conscience? He's kind of having his own little conundrum. No, you won't. He grabbed his head again and began stumbling around. He looked like he was in real pain. There were even tears in his eyes. What is happening? Okay. Kizami, are you alright there? Was that a question? Don't be nice. At least be like sneaky about it. Be like, oh, it's in my bag. I'll go get it if you untie me. So we are choosing to fight crazy with kindness, apparently. Okay. Oh! Everybody's yelling in this episode. Okay, you're being beat in the head with a large object. Fight back. Don't do anything to Yuka. He fell to his knees and just stayed like that, not moving, maybe not even breathing. Leave Yuka alone. Good to see you too. Thanks for saving Yuka. Please go away now. After another unnerving yell, the huge man with the hammer just stood there, staring at me. He had blood splattered all over him. Somehow, though, I got the impression he wasn't going to attack me. Why? Why, though? Like, he's killed so many other girls. It's not like he's just targeting men. He reached one hand towards me, slowly and gently. Though it may have been a little too slowly, he moved like a zombie, as if I were watching a TV show in slow motion. Yeah, what is going on in this episode? It almost seemed like he was afraid of me, but I was just a little girl tied to a table. How could he possibly think? What could he possibly think I'd do to him? He didn't answer. I wasn't even sure if he'd heard the question. He wasn't looking at me. He was looking past me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Oh, Sachiko, hey! I'm gonna say that's a no. Never mind. His mournful yell echoed throughout the room. Is she okay? My arms and legs suddenly went slack. I felt like I could move them now. Slowly, I opened my eyes and confirmed that this enormous man had just smashed apart the dry knots that were holding my hands and feet in place. Wait, did he defy Sachiko? That's a first, ever. I knew I didn't have much time. I tried my hardest to wake up my sleeping hands and feet and shake the broken, splintered ropes from my wrists and ankles. Why is he refusing? This is really interesting, but I'm also really worried. No time for formalities, just run. Oh my god! Okay. Saving time. I'm still leaving the Shangri-La there. I'm using 19 save slots because I do want to go back and make Morishiga go crazy. Okay, run for the door, right? After brushing the last piece of rope off my body, I leaped to the ground and began searching the room for the best escape route. Because if she hesitates, she's gonna get caught. The huge man may have freed me from my ropes, but I was still clearly in danger. Oh no. Is she gonna die? There were still big indented rope burns on my wrists and ankles, limiting my blood circulation. I wouldn't be moving comfortably for a while yet. Yuka, I'm sorry! The back door of the classroom was wide open. It seemed broken, actually. It looked like the huge man must have busted it in with his hammer when he came attacking. I decided to make a break for it. Please be the right option. I don't want to make a bad choice and kill Yuka. I don't want to kill Yuka. First, I tried sidestepping past him, doing everything I could to tread lightly and keep my arms outstretched so the blood would flow to them again. But then, god dang it! I heard the floor creak behind me. I was too late. There was nowhere left to run. The giant hammer struck my arm, instantly fracturing it severely. The spray of blood from impact even got in my eyes. Yuka, I'm sorry! I I had this feeling that if I made a run for it last time with him, it was going to be bad. Actually, I think every time I've tried to make a run for it, it's been bad. But I kind of want to see what happens, but I kind of want to go with my instinct, and that would have been my instinct, was to run. The huge man raised his hammer in the air again. He swung with perfect precision, and I was down, but he wasn't stopping. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Yuka. I'm so sorry. Both my arms and legs have been completely destroyed. They look like giant swatted bugs on the desk. Oh, just a mess of bloody chunks. That's probably worse than what Kisame would have done. The last swing hit so hard that it broke the whole desk behind me. I found myself rolling painfully onto the ground. When I hit, there was less of a thud and more of a plop. Bits of my arms and legs went flying everywhere. And then I realized it wasn't just bits. What was left of my extremities was so damaged that it all literally just snapped off my body. Oh! No, this had to be a nightmare. It couldn't be real, could it? Was that really like a swatted bug? I looked and felt the parts completely. Sachiko, don't even. I didn't want to give up, even though I knew I was doomed. I tried to roll myself toward the door, but that went as well as you might expect. My head was stuck on something, and waves of pain were shooting through my entire torso. I wasn't going to last much longer. I'm so sorry, Yuka. I could see the hammer coming down onto my head. And then, for a split second, I could see in two opposite directions as my skull cracked down the middle like a watermelon. Ugh! Unnecessary descriptions! Really? That's how I'm gonna start this episode, I guess. I was wondering if I was gonna have choices or not, because it seemed like it was gonna be very, very one-sided, straightforward. Wrong end one. Of course I would. Because that's what you guys expect of me, is to fail. I expect it of myself sometimes. I just can't seem to make the right choices. But, second time's the charm, because hopefully there's not a third option after that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load back, and we are going to wait, apparently, to see what's going to happen. I don't know how that's going to... Okay, consider other options. My arms and legs were still so numb that I couldn't trust myself to get out of the room safely. I had to think of something else. I had to buy some time. It seemed like the little girl was pulling the huge man's strings, and he really didn't want to hurt me. So maybe I could reason with him. He suddenly doubled over and began clawing at his throat, seemingly in a great deal of pain. Reasoning with him wasn't going to work. He was too unstable, and if it came down to me or the little girl, I was pretty sure I wouldn't win. Smart about that. I said, where are you gonna go? That doesn't change. It's only been a couple minutes. Search mode? I'm supposed to look for stuff? Oh, heck no. Okay. Light the Bunsen burner. Sure. Ah, crap. Am I gonna die? Water? Yeah. I know you're thirsty, but that's not the concern right now. Something. What's that? What's this? There's a bottle on the ground filled with a transparent liquid. Take it. Sure. No idea. Don't drink it. Hydrochloric acid. That'll work.
いつまでそうしているつもりだ。殺せ。
I feel bad. He's like, he doesn't want to hurt us, and yet we're about to pour acid on him. Instinctively, I threw the glass bottle at the huge man with the hammer. He don't like us anymore. He flinched and stumbled backwards. His hammer was still raised, however, and it smashed into one of the light bulbs on the ceiling, shattering it. Oh, yay. The feeling had begun returning to my legs, so I wasted no time. Habitually yelling, "Excuse me," as I left, I darted through the dark lab, using what I remembered of its layout to avoid obstacles and to reach the door. She yelled, "Excuse me," as she left? I mean, it says habitually, I get it. But really, you got... Like, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. Oh, what's gonna happen here?
お前、わざとか?
Yeah!
このクズ! 二度とご褒美してやらないぞ.
What's that even mean? I don't want to know. Never mind. I'm not asking that question at all.
早く追いかけろ.
He really doesn't want to. Look at his face.
あの小娘何度目だ? お守りの切れ端を持っているのか? 運命が定着していない.
Interesting. But according to what I've heard from the comments and everything, everybody died, right? Like, that was the bad ending for everybody, was everybody died in the last game. But it said her fate may not be sealed yet. I wonder what that means. Where should we go? I could hear the sounds of someone else running, just a short distance in front of me. I couldn't make out who it was with any certainty, but I did briefly catch a glimpse of a figure retreating into the darkness, and it looked like... I don't know about that. She could be having, like, not hallucinations, but it's a figure of her imagination. I took off in pursuit. If that was Big Brother, then I just had to catch up to him. I hope it is. He mustn't have heard me. His pace never slowed, and I saw him disappear around a corner. Oh, Yuka. Well, things got a little bit darker. 60%. That's not a little bit. We went from 0 to 60. Holy crap. Is that how it's supposed to be? Okay, well, we don't want to go to the lab. We know that. Okay, so... which way did he go? We'll check over here, because I have a feeling this is all going to be blocked off. Nope, never mind. We're fine. Okay, can she go 100% too? Is it like after that one chapter, everybody can go 100%, or is it just Morishige that can? I don't think it will. Really? Really? It's a wooden shelving unit with a glass door. It doesn't seem to be locked. Unfortunately, there's nothing useful inside. Now's no time to be searching for shelves anyway, so I have to find my big brother. Okay, is he like on my trail? What's this say? There's no taking it back. There's no going back. There's no... The paper is torn at this point, cutting off the rest of the sentence. Okay, I get it, Mr. Giant Man. Okay, they said he turned a corner, right? I'm guessing straight is the... It's too simple of a way to go. Okay, 2A. Anything in 2A? crap. Do I have like a set number of times I can search?
ここじゃ見つかっちゃう。
Okay, okay. So am I supposed to hide? Or am I supposed to run? It's loud. This. Yeah. Okay. I know. Okay. What do we? 85%. Oh, I see what you're doing to me. I see what you're doing to me. Every time I go into a room and I search, if I hit 100%, the guy's gonna find me. I bet that's what it's gonna do. So I'm gonna jump to 1B. We're gonna jump to 1B and see if there's anything in here.
ここに
Oh, are you serious? Okay, so I don't want to search around too much. Yeah, I'm at 85. Okay. Let's go 1A. That's got to be what it is. I might hit the 100% darkening ending by accident at this point. I don't think it's going to be 1A, though.
お兄ちゃんいる。ゆかだよ。いるなら出てきて。ここにもいない。
Oh my gosh.
触れられる場所もなさそうだし、この床今にも抜けそう。怖いよ。お兄ちゃん
Poor Yuka.
どこ行っちゃったんだろう。
I didn't hear a scream that time. Okay, 1C. It's the only other place we can go on this floor. Is it it?
ゆかだよ。
Aww.
なら出てきて。
What are we at? Oh, we're still at 85. Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so upstairs it is then. I guess it's either upstairs or downstairs. We'll see if we can go this way or not. I have a feeling 100% is going to be very, very bad for us. This is the only time you never want to hit 100% completion.
お兄ちゃんどこ行っちゃったのかな。静かすぎる。こっちじゃないみたい。やっぱりさっきの場所でお兄ちゃんを探してみよう。
I mean, I guess I could take the obvious way, which is straight. But is that really what it's supposed to be? Should I hit 100%? Like, is it going to be a very interesting death? That sounds bad. But is it going to be very revealing? Or not?
お兄ちゃん静かす。
Okay, so you didn't come here either. We're still at 85? We're still at 85. Where do you want me to go? Because it sounds like it doesn't want me to go down or up a floor at all. It wants me to stay here. Every time I go into a classroom, though, I get yelled at by the giant man. So he's still hot on my trail, something. Who are we chasing after, and why do we want to find them? I don't see anything here. I'm gonna try down this way. But if not, I'm gonna have to go square by square. Or maybe I'll just try the 100% bad ending anyways. But I'm already at 85 and I don't want to save it here. Just in case. Anything here? Oh, we can go down here. It didn't even stop us. Oh. Oh, all the classrooms. Okay, I guess we'll head for the locker room first because it's closest. Uh-oh.
何の音？
I'm not sure. Please don't die. Suddenly, my field of vision started going topsy-turvy. Was I falling? It was an earthquake, but there was more than just that. The floor beneath me was moving up and down in time with the quake's left and right motion.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
I tried putting one hand on the floor to balance and for balancing getting back to my feet.
早くお兄ちゃんを追いかけなきゃいけないのに完全に見失っちゃう。
I thought I'd done it. I was standing now and had started getting used to the vibrations. As long as I hugged the walls, I could walk. But that all quite literally came crashing down around me soon enough. The wildly shaking floor cracked, then crumbled, and I was free falling. Uh-oh. That's bad. Poor Yuka. Did she die? Did she die? That's really dark. Okay, it's still 85%, but good God, that looks dark. Oh no. I raised my head and found myself lying on top of a pile of rubble. It wasn't too much worse for the wear, though, all things considered. We're in a bad place. I looked around me frantically, but saw nothing even remotely familiar. This was definitely someplace new. And it didn't feel much like a school anymore. The walls and floor were made from packed dirt, with only railroad ties keeping it all together. I wonder if this is going to be like one of those, like, I went down here, so everything I do is going to be a bad ending type thing. I knew I was underground. I had to be. It just felt that way. There were no windows anywhere, and based on the smell, there was no ventilation either. Big brother might have gotten caught off guard by that earthquake too, I thought. He could be down here. It was a big one after all. Maybe he was injured. Maybe he couldn't move. I tried pushing myself up from the pile of rubble, ready to shoot my feet and continue the search. Just shoot your feet? Okay. Oh, shoot to your feet. Alright. They don't come off and fire. That didn't last long, however. My hands and feet were still a little numb from the ropes, making it hard to keep my balance. I fell back onto my butt. My underwear was completely waterlogged, like a full sponge. It squished unpleasantly on the debris, sending a cold chill through my entire body. What did you land on? Ugh! I reached down and felt it, and it was absolutely soaked through. It would take forever for it to dry. Oh. That's better than a lot of the other things that could have happened. I was so wrapped up in running for my life and chasing after Big Brother, I didn't even notice the wetness. But now I couldn't get it out of my mind. Poor Yuka. I said that a lot, but she's so young. Tears were welling up in my eyes. How could I be so pathetic? I forced myself to my feet, doing my best to try to ignore the squishy sensation. I wouldn't be able to ignore it for long, though. My panties were noticeably heavier now, and the urine they absorbed was practically ice cold. I couldn't go on like this. I was going to get a rash or catch pneumonia or something, and every step was going to be its own form of mushy, gushy hell. But what could I do? I could take them off, but then what? Carry them with me? Ew. Leave them on the floor for someone else to find? No thanks. I swallowed my pride, held back my tears the best I could, and waddled onward. Oh. Yuka, I don't know what we're gonna do with you. And we are back in search mode. Oh, yeah, all these. Oh, okay, we got lots of places to go. Storehouse? Squishy, squishy everywhere? Okay, that's good. Alright, so we're still at 85%. That went up really, really quick, though. I'm actually really surprised at that. Are we gonna hear the kids talking to us and all that stuff again? Let me check this hall real quick since I'm right here. Oh, yeah, buddy. It's a set of skeletal remains. Given this tiny statue, it'll very likely belong to an elementary school student in life. There's a student ID name tag halfway lodged inside the poor girl's rib cage. Great Harbor Elementary School, Chihiro Tamamura. Okay, let's go this way. I wonder if this is a bad thing or not. Was I supposed to go somewhere else? Was I supposed to meet up with somebody else? I'm not going to say that it's Yuka's brother, per se. 87%. I don't know. I'm getting really close to that 100%. I'm using 21 different save slots. Man, I'm crazy when it comes to saving, aren't I? Okay, nothing else here. Alright, so what about the boys' room? Locked. The door is still firmly shut. There's no way to open. Okay, the storage room did not say that, so I'm thinking we'll have to get a key eventually and go in there. I don't know if I want Yuka to experience that or not.
ここトイレかな。お札も貼ってないし。
Are you a dog?
変な匂いもしないよね。
The only bathrooms I'd seen up to this point were unusable. Charms on the door mysteriously sealing the room shut, bodies hanging in the stalls. But this looked to be a completely normal bathroom. Certainly the most normal I'd seen since getting stuck in this place anyway. What's that? There's a loose piece of wood on the ground here. Sure.
何かの役に立つかも。
Acquired piece of wood. Okay.
中に入れるのかな。
I tried pulling on one of the wooden stall doors.
誰かいますか？
What are you gonna do if they respond? I listened carefully for a hint of response, even going so far as to hold my breath.
でも返事をされても怖いよね。
Exactly, Yuka. But there wasn't a single sound to be heard. The entire room was dead silent. The walls were made from packed dirt after all, and there was a lot of moisture in the air. Effectively, this whole place was naturally soundproofed.
よし、誰もいないみたい。
Is this gonna be a bad thing? Because I'm trying to remember in the first course party, I think if you let her go to the bathroom, that was a bad ending. That wasn't what you're supposed to do. Don't I backed away from the stall slightly and almost tripped over a fairly sizable crack on the ground, about 5 centimeters wide and 1 centimeter thick.
ここに隠してもいいかな。
Oh, you're gonna stuff your panties in there. Got it.
よいしょ。
Kinda weird saying that. Finally, I was able to get out of those waterlogged panties. Despite being alone, I still crouched down and removed them as discreetly as I could. Then I stuffed them tightly into the crack I discovered.
よいしょ。よいしょ。全部入らないや。布がはみ出ちゃう。もっと大きく広げられればいいんだけど。どうしよう。そうだ。
Piece of wood, yeah.
この木で隙間を大きくすれば。
Used piece of wood. This is too convenient. I know course party. This is too convenient for it to happen.
ゆかのこんな姿、お兄ちゃんに見られなくてよかった。どうか誰にも見つかりませんように。
Yeah, just at all. Not until you're done, just ever.
特にお兄ちゃんには。
Not that Big Brother would likely wander into a girl's bathroom. But it was possible, given the circumstances. So just to be safe, I figured it couldn't hurt to pray that that didn't happen.
でも、もうちょっと奥に詰めておこうかな。
How far do you want to stick your underwear in a crack in the wall?
誰かに見つかったら恥ずかしいもんね。
They won't know it's yours. It's not like you have your name written on the back end of it, or do you?
よし。
We're done. My underwear was now totally buried and out of sight. There was no way anyone could come across it if they didn't know it was there. Satisfied, I stood up.
スースーしてやだな。
She's going commando.
でも濡れたまま履いてたらもっと気持ち悪いし。
Uh-oh!
さっきから地震ばかり。
That's not an earthquake.
ここ大丈夫かな。さっきよりも古い建物だけど。
That wasn't an earthquake. I peeked my head out from the bathroom and looked around.
誰もいないよね。お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
That was a bad move. My voice echoed a lot louder than I was expecting. It actually surprised me. Considering the wet dirt walls, I didn't think sound would travel that far.
怖いよ。他にお兄ちゃんの友達とか誰かいれば。臭い。手洗いたいな。
Aww. I began walking through the hall once again, this time a bit slower and more unevenly due to exhaustion. Okay. Am I doing the right thing? I hope I'm doing the right thing. But just in case, I'm going to save this episode right here because I feel like it's a good space to stop. And then that way we can kind of wander around, see if I get any bad endings. We can retrack our steps, things like that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ Let's Play. Whoa, whoa, what? No. 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 Okay. This got weird. Sure. A whole new level of weird. Oh! Them heels though. Oh, that's a fall. That's a really gnarly, nasty, just that bad news.